Okay, beautiful.
This is the truth of the case! With this new evidence, let's look back at Rantaro's murder. The night of the incident, Kaede and I were in the first-floor classroom. We were waiting for the mastermind to trigger the trap we set in the library. Around that time, there were 4 people in the dining hall.
She just fucking welding in the dining hall?
Yep.
I guess
the mastermind was probably irritated that no murders had yet occurred.
She's working on her drone.
I guess, yeah.
After the motive was given, they knew that Kaede was planning something.
I like how she's just welding and Kiyu is just getting waited on by Kurumi. It's like, okay.
Yep, she's just eating his spaghetti.
Wanted some assurance. They would take action if necessary. The mastermind excused themselves from the dining hall and went to the bathroom. And from there, to the hidden room in the library that only the mastermind could enter. And there they waited. With less than an hour before the time limit expired, Rantaro moved the library's bookcase, which set off the receiver I was holding.
That almost looked like the shot put ball, like he was holding it was beeping.
Except at the end. I ran out of the room, and Kaede rolled the shot put ball into the air vent. At the same time, Rantaro was lured by the flash of the hidden camera Kaede set. He unwittingly stepped right into the path of the shot. The shot rolled down the path Kaede made, and then fell right onto Rantaro's head, killing him instantly. Or so we thought. It turns out that was just what the mastermind wanted us to believe. In reality, Kaede's murder plan happened quite differently.
New X5.
The
He's
shot
like,
put
Jesus,
ball
I almost
Kaede
died.
rolled didn't actually hit Rantaro.
He's like, what the fuck?
Whoa, I really am the ultimate survivor.
He must have been surprised seeing
Or he
the shot
shit
put ball
himself.
drop out of nowhere like that.
I mean,
But his fate was sealed.
He's like, somebody tried to fucking murder me.
The
Ow!
mastermind saw that Kaede's plan failed and stepped in to finish the job. The mastermind jumped out of the hidden room
Wow.
and attacked Rantaro from behind.
that's crazy.
Why is it giving me, what's his name? Kuro from One Piece vibes, the glasses and the claws, he just goes like that all the time. It kind of reminds me of that.
And in their hand, the real murder weapon, their own shot put ball.
Damn.
Rantaro wasn't killed by Kaede's shot, but by the masterminds. The mastermind picked up Kaede's shot and left their shot put ball at the scene. They also looted the survivor perk monopad from Rantaro's body. Those things in hand, they retreated back into the hidden room.
And they posed for a beautiful photo where they giggled at the dead body holding his things.
I remember seeing the bookcase closing just as Kaede and I got there. The mastermind had probably just finished their crime. And so, the real truth was perfectly hidden from us. we went to the class trial and reached the truth that Kaede was the culprit. But that truth had been twisted by the mastermind. After the murder, the mastermind left the stolen monopad on the table in the hidden room and threw Kaede's shot put ball into the trash can. A little careless of them to not get rid of all the evidence. They probably believed no one would ever get into that room, but we did. Their crime complete, the mastermind went back through the hidden passageway. The passageway led from the hidden room all the way to the girls' bathroom on the first floor. While the mastermind was pretending to use the girls' bathroom, they were actually using the hidden passageway. That's how they moved around without being noticed.
Hey, how's it going?
Used the hidden passageway, not
Big
just the
thing you
people in
hear.
the dining hall. But looking at the survivors, only you could possibly be the mastermind.
That's a cool pose.
If I'm wrong, please refute me. Please
Bitch.
tell us you aren't the mastermind. Tsumugi Shirogane, the ultimate cosplayer.
I usually use the graphic of Suichi pointing at somebody, but I can't use this one because it's obvious with the hair in the background. Like, I wonder who the culprit is.
That's the truth of this case, of the killing game itself. Well, Tsumugi,
Well, what?
Yes! What a scorching hot twist! My hand holding the detonator is tensing up!
It's totally Russell right there with any
Don't get
detonator.
tense! Calm down!
Daddy, please stop this! Go back to how you used to be, when you loved us so much!
How I used to be was more suited to a different story than this one.
Oh.
Basically, your story doesn't matter. I gotta watch this exciting development!
Well, Tsumugi, are there any flaws in Shuichi's logic? If so, then please tell us.
Flaws? There's a bunch of flaws all over it.
Sure.
Then explain.
I didn't use that girl's bathroom. I must have mixed it up.
You can do it, Tsumugi! Even if you cheer me on. It's not like that. I didn't do it. It's plain to see.
Is it?
Tsumugi, come on! You can do it! You can do it!
Daddy,
What?
you're tensing up again.
I still want to live, so please don't push the
Alright,
button!
well, you guys shut up so I can get back to the important stuff, please.
Tsumugi, please just say something. If you don't defend yourself,
Junko and Oshima!
Is it?
Yeah, she's gonna dress up as her. She's straight up gonna cosplay.
Yep.
That's where it's gonna go.
what?
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 It's always been her.
It's always been
What?
Junko.
Did she just get like suddenly southern out of nowhere? Like-
In the Hope's Peak killing game,
I don't
and
know.
in the Jabberwock Island killing game,
Okay, not there,
Junko
but like her
and
last
Oshima
sentence
didn't
is like
participate.
straight up southern.
She controlled the game from outside.
Which one was it?
I was like,
It's always been her.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
Southern.
Yeah, that is very southern.
like, what?
It's always been her.
It's always been her.
Hooey, it's always been her.
Even if it's boring or repetitive, she's always the mastermind, isn't she? Then it's like that this time, too. It's gotta be Junko again.
Junko Enoshima is dead. She's not part of this killing game.
You're wrong. She hasn't been eliminated. It's all Junko's
Right
doing.
here.
This killing game is her doing, too.
She's right here. I'll be right back. We're not gonna be in the same room together, but don't worry, I'm probably peeing.
Yeah, she just rips off the blue wig and the pink hair appears.
She's cosplaying as herself.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's gotta be it. 'Cause Junko and Oshima is...
Junko and Oshima is...
'Cause Junko and Oshima is...
Is what?
Junko and Oshima is...
Daddy, please don't get so excited. You pressed the button by accident.
Please press the button.
Look at our cute faces!
Oh
Can
my
you
gosh.
really bear to be without us?
Yes.
Yeah.
Junko and Oshima is...
Oh my god,
Oh
a
my
woman.
Yeah.
Junko and Oshima is what?
Yeah.
She was trying to get him to blow up the kids.
Okay,
I
time
hope.
for a commercial break.
This to me. Do this to me. Stop it.
See? We're a good comedy group too! So please don't...
Good.
Thank God. I get tired of them interrupting. Oh.
'Cause
She's getting naked.
Junko and Oshima is...
His
They broke
magical
out the
door
fog machine so
transforming.
she can get naked.
Yeah.
Junko and Oshima is...
Is what?
Is?
Fuck here!
Okay.
Ooh, sorry to keep you waiting. Even if nobody was waiting. Even if it makes you go, what? Again? The Diva of Despair takes the stage once more. Junko and Oshima, the 53rd.
Yeah.
Long lineage.
Very long lineage, actually.
There you have it! Once again, the mastermind is Junko and Oshima!
The 53rd Junko and Oshima.
Junko and Oshima. The 53rd?
Yeah.
Tsumugi, what's the matter? Aren't you Tsumugi Shirogane? Our friend who survived with us?
Sorry about that. You can go ahead and forget about Tsumugi Shirogane.
Because I'm just a character. You know, a lie.
Damn, she's quick at changing.
Sorry to all her fans out
She is
there.
the ultimate
If any of
cosplayer.
you even exist, that is.
A lie?
Tsumugi Shirogane was nothing more than a cover for me, the mastermind. Ooh, calling her your friend? Ugh, it's laughable, really. Really, I'm gonna laugh.
Are you serious? You're the mastermind behind this?
Didn't Junko's original voice actor die?
Yeah. No.
I think she did. I'm not sure
I'm
she...
saying no because I think it's the same voice actor that does what's Stinky Lady's name?
Stinky Lady?
Yeah, the one on Despair Girls.
Oh, Toko.
Yeah, I think she does that voice because I think I mentioned that before. And the only reason why I know that she's not dead is because she also does Boruto's voice, and they're still going.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Maybe it was the Japanese one who died. I feel like I heard that one of them died at one
'Cause
point.
If I'm not mistaken, I think Toko and Junko, at least in the English version, I think they both voice the same person.
Huh.
And I found out that Toko, the person that voices Toko, actually sounds like Boruto, and I had to look it up, and they voice Boruto and Boruto Next Generation. So, and they're still going. So I'm assuming she's not dead.
They probably make a lot of freaking money.
But why? That face and that voice. It's just like...
Junko and Oshima.
I know, right? Oh, does it make you fall into despair?
She really looks like a cardboard cutout there.
Yeah.
Well, does it?
Yeah, they didn't cut her too well. She looks very, like, weird.
No,
They're like, what are they going to use her for the last hour of the trial?
Junko
Fuck it.
Inoshima is dead.
Yeah, it's like you look at Suichi's edges, he looks very polished. You look at her edges, she looks like a cardboard cutout.
But
Well, it could also
why did
be
you call
they're
yourself
trying
the
to show
53rd?
emphasis of Sumigi being an ultimate cosplayer, and that she's just
It's not
obviously
quite right.
cosplaying as her.
Maybe.
Yeah.
As history repeats itself, so does Junko Enoshima.
Yeah?
As you can see, I am a perfect reproduction of Junko Enoshima.
So, You're just a freak pretending to be Junko Enoshima, huh?
No, a perfect reproduction.
Fucking freak.
Perfect
Yes,
reproductions
actually.
are exactly the same as the original.
Her logic is impossible to follow, much like the real Junko Enoshima's.
Whatever it is. You're the actual mastermind of this killing game, right? So if we kill you, then that'll be the end, correct?
Oh, don't say mean things like that. Besides, killing me never ends the game.
It never ends the game? What do you mean?
She's bluffing. Let's just kill her and get it over with.
Alright.
Wait,
She just really
if
wants to
force
kill
is
somebody.
necessary, it should wait
She
until
didn't get her
after we
chance
see what
yet.
she-
Okay.
No need,
Okay.
Kibo,
Okay.
because this class trial is over.
What? It's already over? Oh, but I just showed up.
You killed Kaede, and Monokuma covered it up with a false narrative. The class trials are rigged, and this whole game is illegitimate.
Oh, that. Right. Yeah, I definitely messed that up. Sorry about that. So?
So, is that all you have to say?
I mean, I'm also
Yeah.
thinking
The
that too,
viewers
because
won't accept that kind of apology. You gotta stop the killing game.
it just doesn't make sense. It's just like, okay, so she does something that's not good. It's supposed to be despair, so why does she give a fuck? How does it stop killing? This won't stop the killing game just because you figure out she tampered with evidence.
Nah, I get you.
The viewers?
It seems like you're on the wrong track, so let me explain.
Okay, so first, I'll start with the event that inspired me to plan this killing game. That was about the time the meteorite impact started intensifying.
Did she just start some big story on her own?
What?
Maker's just so done with this lady's shit already.
I knew of Hope's Peak Academy's Gopher Project, and my inner Junko told me.
My inner Junko.
Crushing the Gopher Project, humanity's last hope, would be the perfect despair.
Anytime I want to cause absolute chaos, I'll just call it my inner Junko.
That's when I took over the killing game I devised. I forced those selected as humanity's last hope to play my killing game.
And then I took the name Tsumugi Shirogane and sneaked in among them.
Did Kokichi know about this? Wasn't he a remnant of despair?
Wait, did she kill somebody named Tsumugi Shirogane who was supposed to be here?
I think it's something like that. I think it's like she's not like. Of course, she's her own person, but she might be another. Tsumugi might be another person that she just kind of took the place of. It's like stealing a name tag. It's like, yeah, well, that's how I am now.
Dang.
Nah,
I mean, that's best I can put it.
Still her
Like,
entire personality.
yeah, I mean, like, because you go through, you see it in shows, they sneak in the clubs, you're like, oh, I'm going to pick this one. Huh, my name's Bob now.
He was your comrade, right?
Huh? Comrade?
Ew.
Junko Enoshima doesn't have comrades.
Her one eye looks all sorts of wonky. Like she got a glass eye or something.
The TV.
She has V3 in her eyes. She has Shiragane's eyes, but there's a V3 in there.
The remnants of despair are just a bunch of despair fanboys and fangirls.
Yeah, they do look like glass eyes.
But I am despair itself. I am a god of despair. Kokichi was just one of my believers.
A god wouldn't be comrades with one of their believers, right?
Then Kokichi didn't know your true identity either.
What a hopeless existence he led. To the end, he had no idea the
talk about
object
my
of his
boy like
worship
that.
was right under his nose.
I don't care about your story. Tell us about the people watching. Who's this killing game being shown to? Where are the survivors of humanity? There's nobody watching.
Huh?
We were the last 16 people alive, you know. Who could be watching? Humanity is gone.
No, you're lying. If this isn't being shown to anyone, why care so much about rules? You're the one who keeps talking about making the game interesting. For whom?
That was just a part of my perfect reproduction.
Your what?
I just perfectly reproduced my own killing game is all. Just like the old Junko. The original was meant to be shown, so that's how I made mine.
You just wanted to recreate the past killing game. That's it?
Yep, that's it. There are no survivors of humanity. Things are just as you recalled. That is the truth of the Ultimate Academy killing game!
No, that's wrong!
Oh dear! I am so surprised!
Maybe we all remember that there's no one left out there. But how do we know our memories are real?
Huh? What do you mean by that? You think your memories are wrong?
Poor Eric.
There's something that's been bothering me about our memories. Here, look at this book.
The complete history.
I like to imagine
Hope's Peak Academy.
that, like, he's like, hey, look at this book. He's just walking across, standing right next door. Like, hey, buddy, look at this book right here.
Hey, look at this. Like, right here.
Yeah.
This book contains years of research about Hope's Peak Academy.
Or even better, there's just a projector and he just has to fire up the projector every time he shows somebody something like, give me a second, let me turn this on. Okay, here's the book.
Where's my remote?
Maybe the world's not destroyed.
Nothing would indicate this book is a prop. I believe the information here is accurate. But there's a lot written in here that differs from our memories.
What is different?
To know that for certain, I'll need everyone's help.
I don't know how to read.
All to tell me everything that you remember about Hope's Peak Academy.
Just Kibo drops that nugget of information. I can't read.
We just need to talk about what we remember from Hope's Peak? Okay.
So it started with the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. That event originated at Hope's Peak Academy, inspiring wars and terrorism around the world. It would not be hyperbole to say that event brought despair to all mankind.
And it was all caused by a single high school girl.
Mikey what?
Yeah, it was me!
How'd you know that?
No, I'm a knower of things.
Shit!
Junko Enoshima enrolled in Hope's Peak Academy as the ultimate fashionista. But my real identity was the ultimate despair. In order to cover the world in despair, I put my plans...
Wait a minute. Something doesn't add up here.
Huh? I detect no discrepancy in my memory banks.
Yes. Everything we just said is just like we remember it. But it doesn't match what's written in the history of Hope's Peak Academy.
I'll determine exactly why later. For now, I need to identify the discrepancy.
So you gotta play Spot the Difference! Point out what everyone is mistaken about in their memories of Hope's Peak Academy! Alright! Time to play some Danganronpa trivia!
Oh boy.
We should know everything about Danganronpa by now.
You'd think.
The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
That event originated at Hope's Peak Academy, inspiring
says.
war and terrorism around the world.
You're
The cause
terrible.
of all that despair was just a single high school girl.
A student of Hope's Peak Academy, the ultimate despair, Junko Enoshima! I did everything in my power to spread despair over the entire world!
Something about that statement doesn't match with the history. Was the ultimate despair really just one person?
Yeah, I didn't think
biggest,
so.
most
I thought it was between her.
Yeah,
her
it was her
sister.
and her sister were both
Yeah, and then
ultimate
she-
despairs.
And she killed her because fuck her.
Yeah.
Himiko, that was
Dude,
rude.
nice.
A student of Hope's
Ugh.
The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. That event originated at Hope's Peak Academy, inspiring war and terrorism around the world.
I always noticed it But I never said anything because I was like, maybe I got it wrong. I was like, maybe that's not it.
Nah, I get you.
That's wrong!
And I didn't want like Russell to lay down some facts on me and say no, and then I'd feel embarrassed. So I just didn't say
Yeah,
anything.
I would have done
One
that.
high school
Yeah.
girl started the tragedy, the ultimate despair. Junko Enoshima. At least that's what I remember. But that's not what this book says. Ultimate despair doesn't just refer to Junko Enoshima.
Yeah, wasn't it Makuru Ikusaba and, like, wasn't there another group besides just those two, like, all together?
Okay, I think it was like a group, but I just
Yeah.
remember those two were the important ones.
Yeah.
It
Umu
refers
and
to a
Junko.
group and the movement that
Mhm.
came after. To put it simply, there's more to ultimate despair than Junko Enoshima.
She's just the
This is
poster
the first
child.
time I've heard about this. Wasn't Junko the ultimate despair?
That's what I recall as well. That label should only apply to her.
Coincidences sure are scary. Everyone misremembered the same thing.
Coincidence? Misremembered?
No, it's no coincidence. I know there's a difference in these memories.
And that's not all. There are other discrepancies I'd like to point out.
Ugh, does it even matter? I'm bored already.
Just shut up.
So, let's continue where we left off. Junko resorted to different tactics to cover the world with despair. The killing game between the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy, for example.
They were locked up and forced into the killing game by the ultimate despair.
Good memories.
That was a long time ago at this
I
point.
hope they're okay.
When I, the one who started it all, died, events were set in motion.
And the world began to move towards restoration.
Then the fight between the Future Foundation and the remnants of despair raged on! But the worst case scenario was avoided! Yay! A happy ending.
Not yet. There are more points that conflict with the history. I'll point those out next.
The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history happened.
Oh, we're gonna
because
say it again,
Junko had
alright.
prepared countless ways of spreading despair.
Like the killing game of the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy.
They were held prisoner by the ultimate despair and forced into the killing game.
Oh, I have some bad news about that. The events
it
that my
wet?
death set in motion are only now reaching their climax.
So the remnants of despair and the Future Foundation are still fighting, but for now, we've avoided the worst of it.
It's different from our memories after all. Okay. What's-
I'm lost in this
I
one.
think I know which one it is.
What do you
but,
think it is?
I forget what they said is the problem. Like, when I saw it up there, I was like, oh, that doesn't sound right. I think it was the one where...
What's the
What did they say?
contradiction?
The biggest, most
Awful, most tragic event in human history happened.
What? The killing game of 78th
They were held prisoner by the ultimate despair.
Wouldn't it be that one? Yeah, that they were held... yeah, because they weren't actually held prisoner by her. They willingly locked themselves up there not knowing it was going to happen.
Yes,
The
yep.
remnants of despair and the Future Foundation are still fighting, but for now, we've avoided the worst of it. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history happened. Because Junko had prepared countless ways of spreading despair. What? The killing game of the 78th
I guess it's a good way to recap the whole entire franchise.
Yeah.
Yeah. Better play one before you pay 3.
Yeah, I guess you... Huh. Yeah, I guess maybe we really wouldn't...
It wasn't the
know
ultimate
much about
despair
this
that
if we didn't play
trapped
the
the
first
78th
few.
class in Hope's Peak Academy.
Yeah, I don't know how in-depth the file for the trial goes, but I don't know. I hope that you'd be able to figure out without playing the first game, but you never know with these kind of things.
It was the class themselves. They shut themselves in.
shut themselves in?
Why would they shut themselves in?